Welcome back for another video. Today we're going to look at the best players to buy for Game Week 32 as we look forward to a Saturday deadline. Game Week projections are courtesy of FPL Review. There's 2 games left to play at the time of recording due to the tight turnaround before the deadline. Let's get into it. We'll start off with the keepers as always, and Everton have got a massive home fixture to Burnley on Saturday, and Pickford tops the keeper projections with 3.9 points. If you're looking for a keeper that doubles in 34, then this is the perfect entry point to buy Pickford. Surprisingly, Pickford's 105 points is only a few behind Onana, who's the top scoring keeper this season. Everton are going to know how important a result is here. They're currently 16th in the Premier League table, and Burnley are 19th. Arsenal are away to Brighton, and Raya's joint third with 3.7 projected points. If we look at Game Week 34 keepers specifically, Raya's top for that game week as well, and likewise he's top for the next 5 game weeks. Some of you have still got your free hit and you plan to use it in Game Week 34, so in that scenario, Petrovic and Vicario are the standouts, since they're going to double in either 35 or 36. Chelsea have underperformed defensively relative to their expected data. They're 5th best for expected goals conceded over the season. Spurs are home to Forest on the weekend, Chelsea are away to Sheffield United. The expectation is for the double game week to fall into Game Week 36, which would mean a home double for Chelsea against West Ham and Spurs, much more favourable than Tottenham's, and both will double in 37. Alisson could be back in Game Week 33, which rules Kelleher out as a reasonable transfer now. The boat has sailed on Kelleher, barring an injury setback to Alisson. It's also been reported that Pope could be back before the end of the season, which rules Dubravka out as a Game Week 37 option, for Newcastle's double game week to follow later. If you're in the scenario where you plan to free hit in Game Week 34 and wildcard Game Week 35, and therefore just looking for immediate gains for the next 2 game weeks, then Raya's 7.8 projected points is top for the next 2. Who are the best defenders to buy this week? Obviously the caveat right now is that it's chip strategy dependent, so we're going to cover all the scenarios. Pedro Porro leads the defenders table this week with 4.6 points against Nottingham Forest. Udogie, Vardiol, Mikalenko and Ruben Diaz are all tied in second with 4.1 points. A Spurs defender works great this week if you plan to free hit Game Week 34. After Forest, they've got Newcastle away, and then a blank Game Week 34. Spurs are the only team that won't play in Game Week 34. There's not much to separate the Everton defenders. Mikalenko is the attacking fullback for 4.6 mil. He's got 2 goals and an assist this season. Tarkowski's got 1 goal, 1 assist for 4.6 mil as well, while Branthwaite's only 4.2 mil and he's got 2 goals this season. Given that so little separates them, my favourite is Branthwaite. In a pinch, you could play an Everton defender in any game week between now and Game Week 37, besides 33, so he's perfect for the bench. And we saw as recently as Wednesday night that you never know when you're going to need that bench depth with Saka and Haaland uninvolved. If you're on free hit 34, then Chelsea's got really nice fixtures ahead before. They've got Sheffield United away and then Everton home. Gusto should be fine after a scare last weekend, only 4.3 mil. He doesn't make the table this week due to his flag at the time of recording. He's racked up 1.54 expected goal involvement over the last 6 games he's played, and he's created 13 chances. The Arsenal defenders just miss out on making the table. If you're not free hitting a Game Week 34, then you're going to want to build towards triple Arsenal if you're not already there. Gabriel's probably the best pick, followed by Saliba or White. Vardiol's looked really good recently, only 4.8 mil, and City have got really good run of fixtures till the end of the season, including a double game week expected to drop into Game Week 37. Trent is edging closer to a return. It could be Game Week 33 along with Alisson, so Bradley's a risky purchase now. Van Dijk's the best Liverpool defender by a mile now, unless Trent's return date gets pushed back, in which case Bradley. Liverpool are the other team that we should aim towards a double minimum or a triple up for double Game Week 34, as they'll face Fulham and Everton. A lot of managers have penciled in Haaland to Darwin for Game Week 34. Definitely a risky move, but the double game week upside is there. Haaland faces Brighton away that week. Onto the midfielders. It's a really close one this week. Salah's top with 6.9 points, followed by Son on 6.7 and Palmer 6.1. Let us know in the comments who your captain is going to be this week. Liverpool are away to Man United, Son's home to Forest, and Palmer's away to Sheffield United, and of course a rested Haaland's away to Palace. If you couldn't get to Salah last game week, he remains a priority transfer, especially with a double game week coming up on the horizon. He almost never gets a rest when he's fully fit, and the title's Liverpool's if they can win all remaining games. Saka didn't make the squad for Arsenal's win over Luton. He's projected 5.3 points, assuming he's fit to start. Odegaard 4.9 points. Post-match, Arteta said, Saka had to come off against City 3 days ago feeling something, and he hasn't been able to do everything that we needed to give him a chance to start the game, so we decided not to play him. Testament, by the way, to how increasingly useless some press conferences have become, for some teams anyway. Before the deadline, Arteta said he's fine. Over the last 6 games played, no one's got more points than Foden after his hat-trick against Villa on Wednesday night. 3 goals from 0.47 expected goals, which was comfortably the biggest XG over performance. Next highest was Wood, scoring once from 0.03 XG. If you're free hitting in Game Week 34, there's a nice edge to be had by picking Foden up, or obviously holding if you've got him already, with Palace and Luton next, and then Forest and Wolves after double Game Week 34. Those without the free hit are generally swerving Foden with a view to buying players that are going to double only. Sarabia was someone that I talked about in last week's video as the absolute perfect enabler for 4.7 mil, and he doubles in 34 with good fixtures before that. He got a respectable 6-pointer last match thanks to an assist and a bonus point. He's someone that I'm looking to buy this week. Pep remarked that Haaland and De Bruyne were both rested because they play again as the first match of Game Week 32. If you've got De Bruyne still at this point, you may as well hold for Palace unless you don't have Salah. If you're in a luxury position with no way to spend a transfer for your starting 11, then Eze is a very solid pick for 6 mil, on set pieces and penalties, and he doubles in 34. However, he does have Man City and Liverpool before the double, so you ideally don't want to start him. Sarabia is the better pick if you need someone to play immediately. Moving on to the forwards, and here's how Game Week 32 looks. Unsurprisingly, Haaland's top with 6.5 points against Palace. A certainty to start this one after a midweek rest. In a week where captaincy is so split, there's more gains to be had if you can get it right, so no pressure. Solanke comes in second this week with an away game against Luton. Solanke an easy hold to the double game week in 34, and then look to replace him with a forward that doubles in 37. The 6 teams expected to double in 37 are Brighton, Chelsea, Man City, Man United, Newcastle and Spurs. So Højlund, Isak and perhaps Jackson will be useful assets for that week. Jackson's 1 yellow away from a 2-match suspension, so the sensible play is to leave him for now. And obviously recording this before the Man United game, so if he gets booked there, he's not going to be available to Game Week 34 when they face Arsenal. Newcastle are away to Fulham this week. Isak's projected 4.9 points. Isak's 1.6 expected goal involvement was the highest of Game Week 31. Fulham have conceded 3 in each of their last 2 games. If you're free hit in Game Week 34, then Isak's a logical transfer this week, otherwise Darwin and Solanke are the priority picks. After Haaland's 35.5, Darwin's 26.8 projected points is second most over the next 5. So if we rank all the captaincy candidates for Game Week 32 by projected points, Salah's first on 6.9, then Son on 6.7, Haaland 6.5 and Palmer 6.1, so not much between them all. However, Haaland's rest is probably going to be very appealing and likely to end up my captain with Salah vice. Mateta's nowhere near the table this week up against City. However, if you need a budget forward to find a better player elsewhere, then he's a solid player to bench till Game Week 34, when Palace will have 2 home games to West Ham and Newcastle. If this video was helpful, hit subscribe for more content like this to guide you through the rest of the season. We're going to be back later with the Game Week 32 team selection video. Thanks for watching and see you soon for the next one.